Apple earnings are out. Steve Kovac has the numbers. Hi, Steve.
Hey there, Morgan. Yeah, we're looking at beats here on the top and bottom lines. Let me go over EPS first. $1.65. Street wanted to see $1.63. Revenues are also a beat here. $95.36 billion. Street was looking for $94.66 billion. Revenues for iPhone also a beat. $46.84 billion. That's compared to the $45.84 billion expected. That's up about 2% for iPhone business year on year. Services, though, a slight miss despite being up nearly 12% year over year. Did slightly miss expectations here. We're looking at $26.65 billion compared to $26.7 billion. China revenues, a little bit of improvement here, guys. We're seeing it down slightly, 2% year over year to $16 billion. Way better quarter over quarter than that minus 11% that we saw there. And then as far as the buyback goes, a $100 billion buyback and an increase of the dividend by 4% to 26 cents a share. I'll note that buyback is $10 billion less than it was that record a year ago. Guys, I'll send things back over to you.
Okay, shares are down about 1.5% right now in overtime. Adam, I just cut you off, so I'll go back to you for your initial response here.
Yeah, so, the quarter looks okay, but like I said, I think really the key is going to be the guidance, not just for the June quarter, but, how Tim Cook talks about the plans the company's making for multiple years going forward in response to tariffs, how they're moving supply chains, et cetera. I'm sure they're probably rejiggering some of the plans for the upcoming iPhone launch, maybe rolling out some new higher-end models so they can push through some price increases. That will be one mechanism they'll use to offset, some of the tariff fallout. But there's also a lot of, separate from the supply chain, there's a lot of kind of regulatory events and issues that Apple's going to be grappling with. There was a ruling today regarding the App Store. What happens with Google could have a big impact on Apple. Remember, Google and Apple are huge partners. Apple takes in a lot of money from that relationship. So there's a lot of overhangs and issues that Apple's going to be grappling with this calendar year.
Okay. Pat, want to get your response, especially given the fact that iPhone revenue came in a bit better than expected here, but you were also just talking about plane loads full of iPhones to get ahead of tariffs that didn't actually happen.
Yeah, I think we're aligned on the call. I'd heard 1 million. That sounds about right to me. And they stuffed airplanes, got them over before then. The big question is where are they? Are they sitting in Apple inventory? Are they sitting in channel inventory? I think we'll see that in the balance sheet. Something that few of us are talking about on this call is about the future. I mean, Apple is they bailed on EVs, they embarrassed themselves with Vision Pro, and I think AI, the restructuring AI, they pushed it out. What's next for the company? Who's going to do it? I know that Apple's looked at as a safe stock, but to get themselves back into a growth posture, we're going to have to see some longer-term changes there. And Tim Cook is going to have to, at some point, address those.